Hello, and welcome to Bath, a city that sits at the western edge of England. And in this video, I will be reviewing everything about the city that makes it so unique and special. So without further ado, let's get started exploring. So the goal for visiting Bath is to visit online places on the bingo board. Can I do it before the day ends? Well, you have to watch and find out. Bath is a historic city that sits in the southwest of England, not too far from Wales. Known for its incredible history and architecture, the entire city has been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Bath is also very walkable, making it easy to explore its most iconic landmarks on foot, which is exactly what I'll be doing in this video. Our first stop is the world-famous Roman baths, so I'll see you there. One of the most famous attractions in Bath is the Roman baths, so that's why I'm here right now. Let's go in and check it out now. Upon entering the attraction, I arrived at the front desk to purchase the ticket, which cost between 25 to 30 pounds. After buying my ticket, I followed a designated path to the second floor of the Roman baths, an outdoor balcony overlooking the main bath. I am then guided through the museum, where I learned about the history of the bath and see many fascinating artifacts. Did you know that the Romans built the baths around 70 to 80 CE? The natural spring still produces around 1.1 million liters of hot water every day at 46 degrees Celsius. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the baths were gradually buried under mud and weren't rediscovered until the 18th century. The museum is fascinating. I see the changing rooms, centuries-old water pipes, and ancient heating systems. The coolest part is the holograms showing what Roman bathhouses looked like with people bathing inside. After about 20 minutes exploring the museum, I finally reached the first floor of the main bath area. We made it to the main Roman bath area. This background behind me is probably most famous because if you go on Google, you'll definitely be seeing pictures like this. Anyways, I find it really fascinating how 1,000 years ago, people in ancient Rome literally bathed in this water, bathed in this pool. It's just crazy to think about. Like, it doesn't look too luxurious, but it probably is very luxurious back then. Anyways, we came here on a really good day because they drained the water for cleaning, and the good part is that we can actually see the patterns and details of the pool itself without the water. Soon, we left the Roman baths and headed to our next destination, located just next door, Bath Abbey. Right next to the Roman baths is the Bath Abbey. The architecture of this abbey is crazy. Like, check this out. Let's head in now. Bath Abbey is a paid attraction with general admission costing £8 per guest. Dating back to the 14th century, the abbey stands around 49 meters tall and is known as the site where England's first king, Edgar the Peaceful, was crowned in 973. Officially in the cathedral now, and I got to say, I've been to a lot of cathedrals in Europe now, and this one's probably one of the craziest. Like, the whole abbey, the architecture is crazy. It's so tall. And just the design, everything, it's just amazing. Also, I've never seen this in the cathedral before, but check this out. This little white thing looks like feathers or like anything like stripes. This looks really cool, really unique. I really like it. After leaving the main congregation area of the abbey, I explored a small museum section, which showcases the abbey history and notable artifacts. Alright, so we are officially in the museum underneath the abbey. It's pretty cool. You get to learn a lot about the church and the history. The museum provides detailed information about the abbey's past, displays historical Bibles, and even includes a dress-up area where visitors can experience what it was like to dress up as a pilgrim. Bath Abbey was great. Love the architecture. Highly recommend to visit here. Anyways, next up we're heading to Guildhall Market to get some food.
A few moments later.
We are now at Guildhall Market. Let's head in. Guildhall Market has a history spanning around 800 years. This traditional covered market is known for its historic interior and distinctive roof structure, and today is home to over 20 independent traders. So Guildhall Market is cool. I like the vibe of it. It's very unique. But if I were to be honest, there's really not much to eat here. Like, there's some small cafes or shops here, but the thing is, there's not much like restaurants or places with meals, if you know what I mean. Anyways, I'm just going to continue walking around Bath, and yeah, let's head to our next destination, Pulteney Bridge. Our next destination, Pulteney Bridge, is literally right across the road from Guildhall Market. The two places are literally so close, just a 30-second walk between the two. I love how compact the city of Bath is. We made it to the famous Pulteney Bridge of Bath. This bridge is famous because of the good views, and also there's actually buildings and structures on the bridge. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take you to another section of Pulteney Bridge, actually on the bridge, and I bet you 100% that you will not think that we're on the bridge. After a short walk and a couple pictures were taken, guess where we are now? It's okay if you don't believe me, but we're literally on Pulteney Bridge. Crazy, right? There's literally buildings and a road beside me. This is just mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine that we're actually on a bridge. And that was Pulteney Bridge. A lot of good views. I love it. Next up, we're heading to the Jane Austen Center. Fun fact, Jane Austen, the author of Pride and Prejudice, actually lived in the city of Bath for a while. And so a lot of places in the books were actually inspired by the city of Bath itself. This is really cool. Anyways, she is a really big deal in this town, and you can probably guess why. So that's why we're going to check out the Jane Austen Center, a museum dedicated to her. First off, the outside of the center is absolutely beautiful. The flowers and Jane Austen statue make it such a charming spot, and the inside is just as cozy with its 19th century feel. Admission is £17 per guest with timed entry. Each visit begins with a short presentation by an actress dressed as Jane Austen, section, followed by a museum featuring portraits, artifacts, and exhibits about her life and works. My favorite part was the Pride and Prejudice section, where you can take photos with a Mr. Darcy statue in front of a Pemberley backdrop. And that was the Jane Austen Center. Pretty cool. I love the interactivity and also how they dress up in costumes. That's really amazing. You should definitely visit here. Anyways, next up, we're going to be visiting the Royal Crescent and also the circus. After a short walk up a hill, we made it to the circus. Pretty much a giant roundabout with buildings on all sides. Also a giant tree here in the middle. This place is crazy. The buildings have really cool design and architecture too. I love it. Anyways, now let's head over to the Royal Crescent, which is really similar to the circus. The Royal Crescent is literally right next to and a 2-minute walk away from the circus. See you there. We made it to the Royal Crescent. Pretty much the same as the circus, except instead of being circle shaped, it's a crescent shape, and it's much bigger too. Like, it's crazy. The architecture and design of the buildings is crazy as well. Also, behind these buildings, behind me, is a giant grass field overlooking the good views of the forest and also the countryside too. It's just amazing. I love it. It's hard to imagine living here. Like, imagine living here. It will be so nice.
1 hour later.
And that was the Royal Crescent. Really cool architecture and design. I love it. Anyways, now we're heading to our final two locations, Prior Park and the Palladium Bridge. Let's go. Since Prior Park is a bit outside of the main city area, I took a bus which took me to the entrance of the park. Just got off the bus. We are now at Prior Park, our second to last destination. Our final destination is inside Prior Park. Prior Park is an 18th century National Trust landscape garden known for its peaceful green spaces and scenic walking paths. At its heart is a sloping valley that leads from a ground mansion at the top down to the iconic Palladium Bridge. Built in 1755, the bridge is one of only 4 Palladium bridges remaining in the world and the last surviving one in England. Although TikTok has spread the claim that Mr. Darcy's proposal scene in Pride and Prejudice was filmed here, no scenes from the film were shot at Prior Park. However, the bridge does appear in the popular Netflix series Bridgerton. And that was Prior Park and the Palladium Bridge. Such beautiful scenery. It's so green everywhere. The bridge also has a really cool architecture as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and will want to come visit Bath one day for yourself. Click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video. Until next time, happy traveling.